Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, हम लोग सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं, ठीक है? आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी क्लियरली? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? या ओके।
Yes, ma'am.
हम लोगों का ट्यूबरकुलोसिस का ये टॉपिक बाकी था कि होम्योपैथिक मैनेजमेंट, ओके? So mainly when we talk about the homeopathic management in tuberculosis, what homeopathic medicines do? So homeopathic medicines accelerate the healing in patient which is suffering from tuberculosis. So when we give the homeopathic treatment with the allopathic medication, it accelerate the healing. So healing का जो frequency रहता है, जैसे अगर patient 9 month में ठीक होने वाला हो तो वो हो सकता है कि 5 month में ही ठीक हो जाए. Okay, so it accelerates the healing in patient. When homeopathic medicines has a good role to improve the generals. So generals माने appetite, weight, even blood counts. It improve the, obviously when they improve the symptoms, they can improve the chest X-ray result and they can overall improve the patient condition. So when homeopathic medicine is given with a proper medication, it not only treat the disease but also the miasm. So miasm mane the person's susceptibility. So susceptibility to the certain disease conditions as the immunity. So the immunity level of the patient has been increased. So right now also in COVID, when we say give the homeopathic medicines to improve the immunity. So what is that means? So that means the susceptibility. So homeopathic medicines has increased the susceptibility of the certain diseases. Okay. So we will see one case. So the patient name is XYZ, 58-year female patient. She came with a complaint of cough since 4 to 5 months, hemoptysis since 2 months, there is fever, headache, body pain since 5 months and anorexia since 5 months. So all her complaints started since the 5 months. If that type of the patient come to you with a complaint, these are the complaint of the patient. What other history you will ask? What further inquiry you will ask? First, क्या क्या पूछोगे आगे? पेशेंट की कंप्लेंट समझ में आई कि पेशेंट कफ को लेके बहुत परेशान है सिंस 5 मंथ से, विथ ब्लडी स्पूटम आ रहा है सिंस 2 मंथ से, इंटरमिटेंटली फीवर, हेडेक है, बॉडी पेन है, एनोरेक्सिया है. क्या और अदर हिस्ट्री पूछोगे आप लोग?
Medicinal history.
मेडिसिन हिस्ट्री, राइट. एंड
फैमिली हिस्ट्री, किसी को पहले टीबी या कुछ था क्या?
राइट, फैमिली हिस्ट्री. और क्या पूछोगे?
Any history of disease regarding lung or respiratory complaints?
करेक्ट. और you will ask the family history, you will ask her medicinal history, you will ask her any respiratory related disease history. और क्या पूछोगे?
वेट चेंज हो रहा है क्या?
वेट चेंज हो रहा है क्या? राइट. पेशेंट ने सिर्फ इतने कंप्लेंट्स बताए हैं. ओके, सो इस कंप्लेंट को लेके हम लोग क्या क्या पूछ सकते हैं पेशेंट को, या फिर और क्या डेटा हम लोगों को चाहिए सो दैट वी कैन डायग्नोज द पेशेंट, whether patients having a bronchial asthma, whether patients having a pneumonia, whether patient having a tuberculosis. कैसे differentiate करेंगे और क्या पूछेंगे हम लोग?
Any diagnostic test has patient done before?
Yes, correct. Or okay, we will see the complaint. Okay, so patient having a cough. आप लोग ये नहीं पूछोगे what type of the cough patient has? Same like और क्या क्या पूछ सकते हो?
मैम कफ अगर 4 to 5 मंथ से है और हिमेप्टाइसिस है तो ऑफ कोर्स वो प्रोडक्टिव कफ होगा, ये कंक्लूजन निकाल सकते हैं ना?
Yes, ये conclusion निकाल सकते हैं. But other type of, I just give the example. Other type information और क्या पूछोगे? फैमिली हिस्ट्री हो गया, ड्रग हिस्ट्री हो गया, और
मैम वही मोर्टेलिटीज टाइप के कब ज्यादा होता है या कुछ ऐसा कॉजिंग फैक्टर है क्या कफ के लिए या हमेशा होता है?
ओके, राइट. ओके, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, ओके, ये जो सिम्टम्स है, ओके, इसमें और कौन से सिम्टम्स मिसिंग है जो हम लोग पल्मोनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस में कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सिम्टम्स देखे थे? इसमें और कौन से सिम्टम्स मिसिंग हैं?
डिसअपनिया,
राइट. और
ब्रेथलेसनेस.
डिस्निया, ब्रेथलेसनेस इज वन थिंग. और कम ऑन फास्ट, गलत होगा तो भी चलेगा, नो इशू. और कौन से सिम्टम्स मिसिंग है? अश्लेषा, अश्विनी, अपेक्षा? और क्या पूछ सकते हैं हम लोग? और कौन से मिसिंग सिम्टम्स तुम लोगों को समझ में आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे? कि so that we diagnose the patient, differentiate the patient with tuberculosis and pneumonia.
Aggravation and amelioration related to the symptoms.
Like aggravation and amelioration
जैसे लाईक अभी म्हणजे कफ आहे तर मग तो कधी नाईटला जास्त असतो का मॉर्निंगला, लाईक दॅट?
Right. So we will ask the modality, okay? But we will ask the not to differentiate between the diagnosis, okay? Obviously, it gives the idea, but when we ask the modality specifically, it gives the idea about the remedy also, right? So as you, जिन्होंने बोला वो correctly बोला. So what further question you will ask? So cough. So what type of the cough is? So the patient cough is productive of a small amount of a yellow sputum with a blood hemoptysis. Okay. She has experienced a profound fatigue. Okay. So dyspnea, which is aggravated by the exertion, that is occasionally shortness of the breath on exertion. There is intermittent stitching type of the pain on the left side of the chest with a mild chest discomfort. Okay. Chest pain is also common in tuberculosis, even in pneumonia cases, even in bronchial asthma cases. But here it's a prominent characteristic symptoms, that is stitching type of the pain, and it's on left sided. Okay. Periodically night sweat. Night sweat is one of the symptoms of tuberculosis. And weight reduce. She reduced a weight around 4 to 5 kg in a month. Okay, these are the other questions we should ask. Then the past medical history. She is a known case of HTN and the DM. She is on medication on antihypertensive and OHA. OHA we will give for the diabetic condition. Personal history, there is nil. She is not smoker or not any alcohol or not on any other addictive substance. That family history, she don't know exactly, but she has a doubt that grandfather had an TB. Okay, but she was not sure about her family history. Then her general examination, her temperature is 100 degree Fahrenheit, BP is 160/80, then 1110 pulse rate, and a respiratory rate is 24. Okay, so her BP was on higher side, her temperature is on higher side, her pulse rate is also on higher side. Okay, so when we do the systemic examination, CVS is normal, so there is normal sound. CNS is, she is conscious, oriented, she is know about what place she has and where she has. Respiratory system, wheezing sound you can heard, the chest expansion is symmetrical, tactile parameters and the percussion symmetrically bilateral, so breath sound and vocal parameters are normal. We can heard a few crackle sound noted at the left apex posteriorly. Okay, and the per abdomen is soft. So in RS you can heard a wheezing sound and a few crackle sound. Okay, which has heard at the left side of the chest. So lab, when she came for the homeopathic treatment, she already done for the lab investigations and all the investigations. So her lab investigation has shows the HB is 10.2. It's come here. TLC level is 17,000. Neutrophils is 82%. Lymphocytes is 40%. Eosinophil 1, monocyte 1. ESR is raised. ESR is 38%. Her platelet is count 2.4 lakh. Blood urea is 24 mg. And serum creatinine is 1.0 mg per dl. When she come for the homeopathic treatment, she has already done all the investigations. Okay, so that investigations उसको फिर से करने के लिए नहीं बोला गया, पहले से ही वो सारे investigations करके आई थी. Okay, then the tuberculin test, that is PPD test, it shows her 60 mm at 48 hours. What that mean? Is it negative or positive?
पॉजिटिव.
Right. So last time ही हम लोगों ने देखा था. So when we say that the less than 6 mm, it's negative. 6 mm or greater but less than 15 mm, it is highly positive. But it is, if more than 50 mm, it is strongly hypersensitive to the tuberculin protein. That means it's a TB infection. Okay, so there is no confusion of the diagnosis. So her chest X-ray is also shows the bilateral upper lobe infiltration with a well defined cavitating lesion on the left side of the apex. So you can see there is the infiltration. Okay, there is a cavitating lesion. Okay, so with the chest X-ray and tuberculin test, with the lab investigations and with the history, we can diagnose her as a tuberculosis. Even her sputum for AFP are positive. Okay, so sputum also indicate there is content of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So sputum of the AFP is also positive. So we have a history of all these patients. Okay, so we have her clinical features, we have her investigations, we have her physical examination and the systemic examination with the chest X-ray, tuberculin test and the sputum examination. So what further we know about the patient? So why patient may be suffering from the tuberculosis? One of the reason is patient is elderly, right? Patient is 58 years old. There is history of tuberculosis in family. She doesn't know, but there may be the grandfather had an tuberculosis. So there is history of tuberculosis in a family. One of the risk factor that patient is known case of HTN and diabetic mellitus. When asked about her, she was on irregular medicines. She is taking her irregular medicines of her antihypertensive and even OHA. Okay, जब उसको ठीक लगता था तब वो OHA बंद कर देती थी, जब ठीक लगता था तब हाइपरटेंसिव मेडिसिन बंद कर देती थी, नहीं ठीक लगा बीपी बढ़ गया फिर से मेडिसिन स्टार्ट कर देती थी. So these are one of the risk factor. ओके, लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने सारे रिस्क फैक्टर देखे थे. ओके, सो उसमें इवन द हैविंग अ सम टाइप ऑफ द हिस्ट्री, प्रीवियस एनी डिसीज हिस्ट्री कैन बी one of the risk factor for the tubercular infection. So she has a risk factor of, she is known case of HTN and diabetic mellitus. So the low immunity, whenever immunity has become decreased, our latent tuberculosis can be turned into the active tuberculosis. Same thing happened with her. So she's on medication. Okay, before coming to the homeopathic treatment, she is on medication. So what medication? So since 4 months, that 4 drugs has been used. Okay, so we called as the RIPE. Okay, or AKT, we can call it as AKT also. So these are the 4 mainly medicines has been given to her since a 4 month. Still she is not better. That medication is going on since a 4 months, but there is no improvement of her cough, there is no improvement of in chest tightness or discomfort, there is no improvement on appetite. She feels she will die because of the medication and the TB. So she wanted to take a homeopathic medicines. So she is on that allopathic medications, but same conditions going on since a 4 month. So what you will do in that type of the condition? अभी तुम लोग के पास सारी हिस्ट्री है. ओके, तुम लोगों को पता है कि शी इज ऑन एलोपैथिक मेडिकेशन, शी इज ऑन AKT एंड एंटी ट्यूबरकुलर मेडिकेशन. अभी क्या करोगे आगे?
Mentals.
Okay, mentals. So you will take only mentals.
Ma'am, sputum examination.
Sputum examination done, no? So sputum examination contain a positive bacteria, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. She done all the investigations, okay, which diagnosed as she has a pulmonary tuberculosis. Okay, she came to us because she's feeling no improvement with that all the allopathic medications going on. क्या करोगे ऐसे समय पे? Okay, first question, are you going to take a patient or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are going
to take.
Right. Okay, so आगे क्या करोगे then?
Total history लेंगे ma'am, from childhood.
Right, from childhood total history लेंगे. So you will take a complete history and prescribe a homeopathic medicines, right? So when
Yes,
she comes,
ma'am.
right, absolutely correct. So total history taking is very important for giving her a proper similimum medicines. Okay, so when she come to me, she feel like she is dying with the medications and TB. So she is not ready to give me any further information about her childhood and about anything. Okay, so these are the common characteristic symptoms of the patient. What patient come to us? The patient's having a cough, productive of a small amount of yellow sputum with blood. She has experienced increased fatigue, that is dyspnea, which is aggravation by the exertion. There is occasionally shortness of the breath. There is intermittent left-sided chest pain with a mild chest discomfort. Periodically night sweat, and her weight reduced around 4 to 5 kg in a month, and anorexia. Okay, some symptoms are the common to the tuberculosis and some symptoms are characteristic symptoms of the patient. So we have to conclude the characteristic. What are the different characteristic of the patient? So characteristic of the patient, first is affection at the lung, but even the affection at the lung, patient having a left-sided affection of the chest. Okay, this is characteristic. Patient having a left-sided affection of the lung. Cough is yellow sputum with a blood. there is profound fatigue, which is aggravation by the exertion, and stitching type of the pain on the left side of the chest. Okay. So in case of the tuberculosis, when you treat the patient, you have to take a proper history. Without proper history taking, without a simillimum, you can't give the patient a treatment. Okay. But with the characteristic symptoms of the patient, you can also treat a patient. Okay. So these are the characteristic symptoms indicated in the patient: lung, left-sided, yellow sputum with blood, profound fatigue, which is aggravation by exertion, and stitching type of the pain on the left-sided. So there are the four remedies coming up by repertorization: antimtart, phosphorus, lycopodium, bromium. Okay. So while differentiating between these four medicines, so I differentiated between these four medicines. So see, lycopodium, phosphorus, antimtart and the bromium. So when we see the pace मतलब जब मेडिसिन का एक पेस रहता है कि मेडिसिन कैसे एक्ट करेगी या फिर वो जो डिसीज कंडीशन का स्पेस रहता है. So in lycopodium it is a moderate, in phosphorus it is fast, in antimtart it is moderate, and it is bromium is fast. Myasm of the lycopodium is psychotic, whereas phosphorus having a tubercular myasm. So there is insidious onset, gradual increasing, debility is characteristic of phosphorus, and it's a rapid going on disease. Whereas antimtart is psychotic and bromium is also the tubercular myasm. Okay. So when given in the lycopodium, the structure affected or pathology location, it is deep-seated progressive right to the left, lung affection. In phosphorus, it shows the cavities of the lung, and in antimtart, it acts on the pneumogastric nerve, bronchi, lung, respiration. In bromium, affection at the larynx and the trachea level. ये समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बता रही हूँ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in pathology and location, when we see about in lycopodium, it is deep-seated progressive. Patient affection may be right lung to the left. In phosphorus, it is decomposition hemorrhage and affection at the left side. In antimtart, it is paralytic depression and the relaxation. In bromium, it is construction of the larynx and the trachea and enlargement and the induration of the gland. Okay. So cough is the prominent symptoms of the patient. So I differentiated between the cough. Okay. So when we see the lycopodium cough, it's short rattling breath, craves for air, but it's chilled by. Cough is deep, hollow, dry, teasing type of the cough with emaciation. There is fanning of a wing of a nose. There is greenish yellow foul expectation, unresolved pneumonia, and catarrh of the chest full of mucus. Whereas in phosphorus, there is hard, wheezing, violent, painful tickling and hacking type of the cough. Okay, we can see the burning sensation. Expectoration is easy, but there is chest is very tightness, there is stitching type of the pain, there is chest discomfort, there is full and the heavy type of the chest. Okay. In antimtart, there is increased weakness, drowsy feeling, there is a lot of secretion and suffocating feeling because of the shortness of the breath. Okay. And there is a rattling type of the cough. Okay. You can indicate even antimtart is given in the pneumonia condition. And in bromium, there is whooping cough, dry cough with hoarseness, burning pain behind the sternum, spasmodic cough. There is violent cramp in a chest. Okay. So every inspiration is very difficult. So difficult in getting the air into the lung. There is great dyspnea. So bromium is dyspnea is the stage 4 dyspnea or stage 5 dyspnea. You can indicate the bromium medicines. So bronchi feel like it filled with a smoke. These are the characteristic of bromium symptoms. We see the aggravation and ambulation modality. Lycopodium is aggravated by the warm, ambulation by the warm drink, motion aggravation at 4 to 8 p.m., eructation, Phosphorus is affected by change of temperature before stranger, laughing, exertion, singing. Antimutate is anger, evening, lying down, damp and cold weather. And in bromium, it is evening, resting in warm weather, warm, damp weather, lying on the left side. So I differentiated between these four medicines because in repertorization, these four medicines come up like lycopodium, phosphorus, antimutate, and bromium. Which medicines you will indicate?
Phosphorus.
Correct. So no doubt.
Phosphorus, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. So no doubt there is cavitation of the lung, there is left-sided stitching type of the pain, there is profound cough with a hemorrhage, debilitating, and the tubercular miasm main. Okay, so indicate the phosphorus. 200 medicines is indicated in a repetitive dose. Okay, so in a repetitive dose, when phosphorus indicated, within a week she feel जो टायर्ड फीलिंग उसको लग रहा था या डेबिलेटिंग फीलिंग लग रहा था वो कम हो गया. ओके, further symptoms has take a time. Before that, I took a whole history of the patients, what patient going through or her childhood, her mental state, and surprisingly that also indicate a phosphorus medicines. Okay, so her similibum is also the phosphorus medicines, so indicate her, then we increases the potency as phosphorus 1m because our medicine is right. So after even 1 to 2 months she is recovered, her appetite is improved, her cough is improved, even hemoptysis has stopped, and all this is going on with the allopathic medications. Okay, you can't stop the allopathic medications because Mycobacterium tuberculosis is a very strong bacteria. Okay, so with the allopathic medicine she is starting with the homeopathic medicines and she improved fast. Okay, so in a 4 to 5 months she has not improved a cough, hemoptysis, even appetite, or even बाकी के जो उसके symptoms से even anorexia, her appetite has been decreased, her weight loss. So within a 2 to 3 months, she's improved all her symptoms with the homeopathic medicines. समझ में आया सबको? How homeopathic
Ma'am.
act? Yeah, Priyanka.
What if we go with first with the tuberculinum and then with phosphorus?
You can go with the tuberculinum. Okay, in many cases, मैं further बताऊंगी तुम लोगों को tuberculinum कब देना है. Okay, so in many cases you can go with the tuberculinum medicines. Tuberculinum medicines अगर उसके characteristic symptoms अगर मिल रहे हो तो okay, it doesn't mean कि सारे tuberculosis patient को tuberculinum medicines देनी है. Okay, it will not act because we all know कि homeopathic medicines are given by the individual basis, right? अगर tuberculinum patient के जो medicines के symptoms अगर patient में दिख रहे हो, then you can go with the tuberculinum. Okay, Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? How homeopathic medicines act in case of tuberculosis?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. बाकी लोगों को समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello.
हाँ प्रियंका.
First आपण जसं phosphorus दिलं 200 and त्यानंतर तुम्ही जसं सांगितलं की कॉन्स्टिट्युशनली ते पेशंट फॉस्फरसशी निगडीत येतो. जर कॉन्स्टिट्युशनली फॉस्फरस न मिळता आपल्याला एखादी दुसरी मेडिसिन मिळाली असते तर आपण ती मेडिसिन हायपोटेन्सी मध्ये कंटिन्यू केली असते का परत मग?
Yes.
Phosphorus बंद करून.
Yes, phosphorus. Then we can indicate the phosphorus as a acute medicines, and then the constitutional medicines, whatever the simillimum has been come up, you can indicate that medicines, either higher potency or the similar potency. Starting with the 200 potency, or you can start with a higher potency, according to the symptoms of the patient.
Okay.
Okay.
And phosphorus is it for only for 2 months?
Yeah, I indicated her symptoms. जोपर्यंत तिचे सिम्पटम्स दिसत होते तोपर्यंत तिला फॉस्फरस कंटिन्यू केला. So it indicated around it take around 2 to 3 months, but within a week she feels the difference. जे 4 महिन्यापासून तिला डिफरन्स दिसत नव्हतं तो डिफरन्स within a week she is able to find out. So homeopathic medicines act beautifully in such type of the conditions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? नहीं समझ में आ रहा हो तो पूछो। सबको समझ में आया? यस और नो?
यस मैम। यस मैम।
गुड। ओके, मीटिंग का टाइम खत्म हो रहा है। ओके, सो मैं ये स्टॉप कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे। अगेन रिजॉइन विद द सेम लिंक। ओके, you know, it's very important to understand the homeopathic management in case of certain type of the disease condition, because when patients come to us, you're able to understand कि exactly करना क्या है उस time पे, whether we will start the homeopathic medicines only and stop the allopathic medications, or we can only give her the allopathic medication, or what type of the patient susceptibility. So all this very important in case of the practice. So I hope you are all able to understand it. Yeah.
मैम लेकिन गवर्नमेंट के रूल के हिसाब से तो सारे टीबी केसेस डॉट्स के अंदर ही ठीक होना चाहिए ना, तो इवन जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर्स को भी अलाउड नहीं है, तो हम लोग ठीक कैसे कर सकते हैं?
यस, बट ये एक सही बात है कि डॉट्स के इसके ही अलाउ होनी चाहिए, पर जो एलोपैथिक
मॅम मॅम
हाँ
तिचा क्वेश्चन रिपीट करा ना, आम्हाला आवाज नाही आला.
ओके, ती म्हणतीये की जे जनरल गव्हर्नमेंटचे रूल आहेत त्याच्यानुसार डॉट्सच्या अंडर ट्युबरक्युलोसिस पेशंटला ठीक करायला पाहिजे. ओके, सो बाकी जनरल प्रॅक्टिशनर कशी मेडिकेशन घेतील म्हणून. So it is right. When we talk about the allopathic medication, it take under the dot only. Okay. So the dotचे centers आहे तिथेच जाऊन allopathic medication त्यांना घ्यावे लागतात. But patient doesn't feel good with a 4 to 5 months. So the patient can come to you as a for the homeopathic or the alternative therapy or alternative treatment. So patient येतोय तुमच्याकडे. Okay, that's why in that condition you don't need to stop our allopathic medications. So allopathic medication stop nahi karu shakat. But with the allopathic medicines you can indicate a patient another with a homeopathic remedy. Okay?
ओके मैम.
ओके मॅम.
So these are the 4 remedies. You able to understand how to indicate it in case of the tuberculosis patient. There are other different remedies also. Okay. This is very important. Sorry, I forget that. Patient counseling. Okay. So patient counseling is also very important. Even the dot center has counseled the patient that isolate the patient in a separate room, advise to wear the face mask, maintain the hygiene environment, cover your mouth while talking, coughing and sneezing, restrict the salt usage. That patient is hypertensive, is one of the risk factors, so restrict the salt usage. Take a fiber rich food like wheat, oats, etc. Take brown rice instead of the normal rice, because brown rice has contain a less sugar than the normal rice. Avoid a sweet, avoid non-vegetarian food, avoid the oil food, avoid spicy food, should not eat a banana, mango or custard apple, take medications without skipping the dose. If any dose skip, next time don't double the dose, take a medication with more water. These are the patient counseling is very important. You will feel ki it's very silly that patient, we should tell the patient to take a medication with a water. Many a time patient के ध्यान में नहीं रहता है medication कैसे लेनी है करके. So you need to do that patient counseling even with the relatives कि at least patient को नहीं समझ में आए तो relative को समझ में आएगा कि patient को medicines लेनी है और patient को क्या नहीं लेना है, do's and don'ts. It's very important in case of the tuberculosis condition. Okay. बाकी लोग ज्वाइन क्यों नहीं हुए हैं?
मैम टीवी में तो नॉनवेज खाते हैं ना, मतलब बोलते हैं ना खाने.
या टीबी में नॉनवेज खाने के लिए बोलते हैं, बट इन सर्टन कंडीशन जो नॉनवेज पार्ट भी रहता है जहाँ से आता है, सो इट शुड बी कंटेन विद अ हाइजीन एनवायरनमेंट. इफ इट इज इन अ अनहाइजीनिक देन इट विल अदर कॉज द इन्फेक्शन. सो बेटर वे मेनी डॉक्टर्स प्रिफर टू टेल द पेशेंट टू अवॉइड अ नॉनवेज. So regarding the hygiene,
मैंगो कस्टर्ड एप्पल क्यों मना किया है?
sugar content. If the patient is diabetic conditions, it will again increases the risk factor. So in banana, in mango, in custard apple, it contain a sugar. Even in a normal rice, there is a sugar content are high. Even in the sweets, so you should avoid that.
मॅम अदर कंडिशन असतात ना रेस्पिरेटरीच्या, तर त्याच्यामध्ये मँगो अवॉइड करायला सहसा नाही सांगत. बनाना आणि कस्टर्ड ऍपल सांगतात. इथे फक्त आपण शुगर कंटेंट असल्यामुळेच अवॉइड करायला सांगतो का?
Yes, because as I said, if the patient is diabetic, okay, it's differ from patient to patient. Okay, if the patient is like our patient, जो patient हम लोगों ने देखा, वो patient diabetic का था, right? So if the patient is diabetic, and you should tell the patient to avoid a sugar content, whatever the fruits having a sugar, you should tell him to avoid to that, because if the sugar has been increased, it again affected the tuberculosis also. So that immunity already कम है, अगर डायबिटीज के पेशेंट है और डायबिटीज में शुगर लेवल बढ़ गया है, so then it again hampered the patient only. Okay, Priyanka? These are the general guidelines. Okay, so you need to modify
इंडिव्हिज्युअल
patient to patient.
आपण हे काढलेले आहे सर हा डाटा.
Yes, 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 yes. It differs from.
ओके मॅम.
So even you can tell the patient to eat a leafy vegetable, do the regular exercise, do mild to moderate walk daily, keep your foot clean and dry. If any injury occurred, consult the physician immediately. So any dizziness, consult the patient, even hypoglycemia. Okay, avoid to monitor the blood glucose level and blood pressure level. Okay, so even you can tell the patient ki side effects of her allopathic medication. Okay, like in orange color urine can be passed in case if the patient is taking a medicines of Rifamycin. Because क्या होता है ना, जैसे हम लोगों ने पहले देखा था कि इसके साइड इफेक्ट्स बहुत ज्यादा रहते हैं जो भी मेडिसिन देते हैं एलोपैथिक मेडिकेशन. सो उसके साइड इफेक्ट्स भी पेशेंट को पता रहने चाहिए कि क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली, बिकॉज सर्टन टाइप पेशेंट को पता नहीं रहता, एंड देन पेशेंट गेज इनटू द पैनिक कि मुझे ये क्या हो रहा है, मुझे अगेन न्यू सिम्टम्स क्यों आ रहे हैं. तो समटाइम्स द सिम्टम्स ऑफ द पेशेंट हैज बीन ऑफ द दैट मेडिकेशन सिम्टम. ओके,
मैम.
या
मैम, in allopathy treatment ये प्राइमरी मेडिसिन रहते हैं वो अगर फेल हो गए, so we can use second line medicines, right?
yes, yes, yes.
How does that work, ma'am?
Look, there are the certain type of the reaction of the patient. मतलब जो भी medication होती है जो lung पे act करती है, okay, and it try to जो माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस है उसको किल करने के लिए रहते हैं, जैसे हम लोगों ने पैथोलॉजी देखा था. ओके, सो सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ द टॉक्सिन जैसे साइटोटॉक्सिन्स होते हैं या फिर इंटरल्यूकिन होते हैं, वो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं मेडिसिन एंड इट ट्राई टू किल द माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. सो इफ द फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ द मेडिसिन हैज बीन वर्किंग स्टॉप, देन दे गो विद द second line of the medicines and then go with the third line of the medicines. Okay, so it also differs from patient to patient. So tuberculosis patient or any other type of the condition, but if you take a tuberculosis patient, so you have to जैसे हम लोग होम्योपैथी में individualize treat करते हैं, that type only the allopathic medications has been worked. So individual basis पे वो patient को देते हैं, बट तो उनका प्रोटोकॉल सेम रहता है, फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ द ट्रीटमेंट, सेकंड लाइन ऑफ द ट्रीटमेंट, थर्ड लाइन ऑफ द ट्रीटमेंट. ओके,
ओके मैम.
समझ में आया राहुल?
यस मैम.
ओके,
गॉट
गुड.
इट.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? किसी को और कुछ क्वेश्चंस है? Okay, so there are different type of the medicines also worked in case of the tuberculosis. Okay, so we will do one thing right now. Time हम लोग वो कल देखेंगे. Okay, so there are different type of the medications also we give in case of the tuberculosis. So what are these? जैसे हम लोगों ने ब्रोमियम देखा, जैसे हम लोगों ने फॉस्फोरस देखा, एंटिमटाट देखा. ओके, सो अदर टाइप ऑफ द मेडिकेशंस आल्सो यू कैन इंडिकेट इन केस ऑफ द ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. वो हम लोग कल देखेंगे कि कौन से मेडिसिन है जो हम लोग ट्यूबरकुलोसिस कंडीशन में दे सकते हैं. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन है तो पूछ लो. समझ में आया है सबको? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
मॅम
Yeah, Priya.
तुम्ही जसं सांगितलं की होमिओपॅथिक मेडिसिन सोबतच आपण ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन कंटिन्यू करायच्या. तर त्यामध्ये ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन हे किती मंथसाठी कंटिन्यू करायचं? जोपर्यंत सिम्पटम आहे तोपर्यंत की त्याचा स्पेसिफिक कोर्स असेल? कारण की पेशंट ऑलरेडी 4 मंथ पर्यंत घेतलेलं आहे मेडिसिन, तरी इफेक्ट नाहीये. तर त्याच्यानंतर आपण किती दिवस किंवा किती महिने आपण त्या मेडिसिन कंटिन्यू ठेवू शकतो?
Okay, Priyanka, your voice is breaking, but I understand your question. सगळ्यांसाठी सांगते हिचा क्वेश्चन काय आहे प्रियंकाचा, की आपण ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन किती दिवसासाठी घेऊ शकतो? कारण 4 ते 5 महिन्यापासून ऑलरेडी पेशंट ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन घेऊ शकतोय, तर आपण त्यांना किती दिवस घ्यायला सांगायचं? राईट प्रियंका? लुक, ॲज आय सेड की ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिकेशनचा कोर्स आपण नाही डिसाईड करू शकत. ओके, होमिओपॅथिक मेडिसिनचा कोर्स आपण डिसाईड करू शकतो. आपण होमिओपॅथिक मेडिसिनचा कोर्स डिसाईड करू शकतो. सो इट डिपेंड ऑन द पेशंट कंडिशन. It will decided by the dot center, it will decided by the chest physician, it will decide by the allopathic physician की पेशंटचा allopathic कोर्स किती दिवस कंप्लीट करायचा आहे. ओके, सो as we already see our previous slide की patient may take a 9 months to 28 months. Okay, so it depend on the patient condition, patient susceptibility, patient चे sign and symptoms. गेल्यानंतर पण असं असू शकते की patient having a mycobacterium tuberculosis. So after checking the X-ray and after again doing the AFB after maybe 6 or 7 months, so it will take a time. जो proper course असतो, it take around 6 to 9 months. Okay, in a normal persons when we talk about the tuberculosis, but it can take to the 28 months, but it will not decided by us. We don't have any rights to decide a allopathic course. It will decided by the dot center doctors or the chest physician. Okay, Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Any other question? Okay, then I am ending here. ओके सो बाकीच्या मेडिसिन्स आहेत की आपण होमिओपॅथिक मध्ये अजून काय काय मेडिसिन्स देऊ शकतो ट्युबरक्युलोसिस कंडिशनला ते आपण उद्या बघूया. ओके सो आय एम एंडिंग हियर. हॅव अ गुड डे ऑल.